baseball bat. That's what I need. Today I'm going to test out a different Halloween costume. This is Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. And yes, my costume is not spot on. So for anybody who's a cosplay enthusiast, you are going to hate this. Go ahead and stop watching it right now. But for the rest of us, this will convey the idea. I am making up my Halloween costumes, playing with stuff, seeing what I might want to be this year, and I am not spending a dime. No money spent. This is work with what you have. Obviously, if you want to spend some money, you may. I may not. So, if you want to do Harley Quinn, that's going to be a very easy costume to purchase. You'll find it at any Halloween store. They're going to have the getup. So I guess this is just going to be the makeup. And first thing, this look, I've been doing my research, of course. I'm basing it off of Margot Robbie on Suicide Squad. And this look definitely wants a white foundation. You need a white foundation for this look. And I am not going to be using a white foundation because I'm not spending any money. And also, that white foundation is really awesome when you're 25, and when you're 50, it is not so awesome. So we're just going to instead go for very, very, very pale. Yeah, it's quite a hairdo, huh? That's what happens when I blow dry my hair and don't do anything with it. We're gonna be putting it in ponytails. Let's get started. For my pallor, I am using my Maybelline Master Prime Redness Control I'm gonna use a lot of this primer to really knock down any residual red tones that I have in my skin. And it's really nifty that my hands have thumb things, but that's gonna be weird for me. Yeah. Yes, it's two bras, one over the other. Being creative, Harley Quinn, you know. Okay, let's do this thing. Lots and lots of red neutralizing primer to give me more of a pallor. Some high intensity red neutralizer to actually get rid of all the red around my nose. This is Amazing Cosmetics Concealer. My foundation today is my Winter Pallor. It's a little too pale for where I'm at right now, but I'm trying to get as pale as I can. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in the Matte Poreless. I really wish I was able to run out and get the white. That would have been better for this, but we got what we got, right? Don't need to be wasting money. And truthfully, that white foundation is a lot kinder when you're younger than you are when you're our age. Again, with the Amazing Cosmetics, now I'm using the concealer. For my powder, I am using the L'Oreal True Match Mineral Powders. This is ivory, I think, natural ivory. And again, the reason I'm using it is because this is something that I own that's a little too pale for me on an everyday basis. Let's get this hair up in ponytails so it's no longer in my face. Looking at her photos, her ponytails are pretty much up high here. My hair's a little short for that. I'm getting them up as high as I possibly can. And then she has a long piece that comes down in the front on either side. Gotta say, this is a hairstyle I didn't think I'd be doing after age 50. And that's gonna need a heck of a lot of hairspray to varnish it and hold it in place. Now, you could just leave your ponytails like this and hit it with some hair chalk. I have extensions. A few months ago, you may remember, I did a video where I went into my wigs and I took out a bunch of sections of hair and I said, oh, I'll make extensions out of these, and then I didn't really. But one of the wigs, I took out a chunk of hair and it was long but kind of thin, didn't really know what to do with it, and now I rolled it up and I made it into my ponytails. So it looks like she is red on the right and blue on the left. So I hit this with a little hair chalk. I know there's some bizarre looking ponytails right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my real hair and I'm just going to give that a little wrap around there and sort of camouflage it. I don't care how perfect it is. She's sort of a hot mess anyway, so that's just fine. Okay, now we have our Harley Quinn hair in place. Let's get some eyebrows on. Her eyebrows are low and straight and dark. So I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Physicians Formula Canyon Classics, and we're going to do this tone right here. So because my eyebrows are very highly arched, when I want to have them look lower and straighter, I always start by filling in this area right here where the big arch is. This eye makeup feels a little weird. For one thing, doing one side one way and the other side another way, and red eyeshadow. Okay. I don't own any red eyeshadow, and hot pink is about the brightest blush I have. We're gonna do a little straight lipstick. Let's do the blue eye first. I'm scared. I'm using an e.l.f. mineral primer. And I'm gonna get some powder on under my eyes, just in case we get a little messy. That's not gonna be good for the wrinkles, but better than doing massive cleanup. Let's just do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to use a lip pencil. Okay, that's like a first layer. I'm gonna try some of this pink blush, this super bright pink. See how that works. I have this inexpensive palette. I'm going to use this blue right here. And the eyeshadow really drifts down as though it got wet and got smeared. So I'm going to work on that in a little bit. Right now I'm just working on the base part. I'm gonna throw a little lip on just so I don't feel like I look as scary as I do. It's straight red lips and then they're smeared this way. This side definitely needs to be redder, not so pink. So I'm going to get, gosh, I hate to put lipstick on that eye because it's going to just get gunky. This is a MAC color that is a little bit more cranberry, so I'm going to work a little bit of that in around the eye. Let's clean up underneath. because it doesn't really matter. No blush that I can see. Okay, let's start really destroying it. The blue smears all the way down. This is a loose blue powder that I've had for a gazillion years. It's extremely messy, and that's okay today. And now the same on the right eye with the red. I put a little bit of the lipstick on this small brush. Oh, and this. That's attractive. It feels so weird to do makeup like this. We can definitely add more black around the eyes and make them a little smokier, a little sexier, a little more elongated. I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics, the Pretty Naturals, Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm going to choose this Noir right here, just to sort of get that around the eye a little bit on each one. A little tough on top of that lipstick. I want the lips to be a little more matte. Want the eyebrows a little darker. Now we need a heart on the red side, right about here. This is going to be the hardest part for me. Writing rotten on my face. I think that would be better done in an eyeliner pencil. I just don't happen to own one. You know, something with more of a liquidy tip. Let's find some mascara. Because, you know, we want to look pretty. So the costume, you can go to a costume place and you can get an exact match of the costume that Margot Robbie wore as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, or you can kind of craft your own as I did. I went basically with your trashy stripper look in shades of blue and red. Obviously, 2 bras, fishnet top, a little Catholic girl skirt that no longer fits, obviously, when it used to close over here somewhere, and some trashy boots. And there you go. Harley Quinn. What do you think? So this is another option for your Halloween. Playing with the silver hair, seeing what we can do. A look that probably a 50-year-old woman should not be doing, but what the F, right? I still got a couple days. I might be able to pull something out. Hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow.